Hello, beautiful souls. How are you guys? I know I haven't done a reading in a while. I have been busy, and I'm not going to make excuses. I just have been busy. Okay? And so let's get started. You guys keep messaging me, and you're like, hey, can you do... Most of you are asking for a third-party reading. What's going on in the other relationship? So I'm going to use my decks. I'm going to start with this one, What's Really Going Down in Karmic Town, made by me, Witchy Sabrina. Okay, let's see. What's going down in Karmic Town? What's going down in the other relationship? Spirit, what's going on? So, we have, I would leave, but I am afraid the karmic would hurt the children or the pets. So the person that you're thinking of, maybe it doesn't have to be children or pets, but this person is threatening them with something. Most likely the children or the pets, but it could be money, the house, whatever. They want to leave, but they can't because of this reason. I am still working on the karmic relationship. I have to try. Perhaps they will change one day. So this person is still focused on trying to hope that this person will change, will see their value. Someday they're going to notice me. Someday they're going to love me the way that I love them because they say they love me and I believe them. But they don't actually love this person, but the person is just too scared to actually, notice that they don't actually love them. Because a narcissistic person, if this is a narcissist, they only love themselves and they can't change and they'll never see your value because first they would have to see that there's any kind of fault in their self. And they can't because everything is competition. I stay for the children. So for this person I'm talking about, there probably is children. Or it could be I stay for whatever they're holding against me. I stay for the children or because other family members like this karmic. Okay, so let's put our love on hold. Let's stay miserable for 10, 20, 30 years until we realize there will be no change. But I'm staying because my family potentially likes this person. But they don't really like this person. They like this person's, their act when they pretend to be the good person. So your person doesn't know this yet, or they're too scared to face the truth. They try to, block hearing it, seeing it, whatever. I often wonder if you would treat me better than the karmic does. So the karmic doesn't treat your person very well, and they feel like one day they might, but they do wonder, would you treat them better? Maybe they're in this phase where they're just everyone's the same, so I might as well just pick one. Or maybe they feel they deserve it. I prefer to play with myself, if you know what I mean, to you over touching the karmic. So they would rather think about you and touch themselves over touching the karmic. The karmic is a narcissist. Okay, so I was picking up narcissism. Yeah, so this person is still in the karmic, the karmic loop, the love bomb, devalue, blow up, love bomb, devalue, blow up type of situation. It's actually bigger, but I just don't want to go into all of that. I just want to be loved. The karmic doesn't love me right. So yeah, we were picking up, would you love me better? The karmic doesn't love me right. The karmic treats me badly. So what's going on in the karmic relationship. Your person is basically in a cage of hell, but the door is wide open. They can leave anytime they want, but the manipulation in the words is like a secret barrier door that nobody else can see except for your person. So they're not there for love. They're there for children. We picked up children. They're there for children, money, pets, whatever. They're there. A lot of them are just being a shield to the children. Okay. So, what should we look into now? Let's see what the darkness is in the person they're with, besides being a narcissist. Now, let's see what the darkness is in your person. What is their darkness? Merciless. This person is disrespectful and overconfident. They will stab you in the back with no remorse. Okay, so the darkness is that your person believes that this person is not as merciless as they think. They think that this person really loves them. They don't mean to treat them this way. Maybe they make excuses. They had a bad childhood, blah, blah, blah. But this person will continuously stab them in the back over and over. And they just pick up the knife and say, sweetie, you missed. Try again. Here's the knife. And it's not because they're stupid. It's because it's an addiction. It's a trauma bond. And they don't even know they're addicted. Rejected. This person will make you feel unwanted or appreciated. So this person makes your person feel unwanted. Maybe when they come at them with a sexual desire, or really any desire at that matter, the person is just, they makes them feel like, no, I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you. They push them away. And that way, when they feel so low, like, oh, this person says they love me, but they never even want me. And then by the time they're like, come here, babe, I want you, they're right there at their beck and call, ready to go. Like, it's like, if I keep them hungry, if I starve them, then they'll be there ready to go anytime I want. They'll be there ready to serve me anytime I want. They'll serve me dinner. They'll do whatever I want because they're just waiting for me to say, come here, babe, let me give you that love bomb. And your person wants to believe this. STD, this person has issues in the bedroom, could even be dirty. So if this person's cheating on your person, they might actually give them an STD. So be careful if you're sleeping with this person. Maybe get a test because they might be dirty. Or if that's not the case, because for some of you, this person's dirty. You need to be getting STD tested before you even sleep with someone. Like if a man or a woman says, no, I can't poke my finger, just, because you can literally get free STD tests that come in the mail. You poke your finger, you dab it on this card thing, you shove things in your, girl parts and whatever. They give you directions to test your mouth and all of the holes for women and men, and all of that. And literally, it's just a poke on your finger, like a diabetic does when they're testing their blood. And if your person can't do that, then do not sleep with them. If they say, but you know me, I'm clean, blah, blah, blah. I do not care. I know you, so I'm supposed to trust you. What if you don't even know? There are STDs out there, you don't even know you have them until the doctor says you have them. Yeah. There really are. They're like silent STDs. And so, yeah, guys, you need to be making these men and women poke their fingers. Y'all could do it together as a friendly thing, like, oh, I really want to sleep with you. But first, let's get tested because I want to make sure that it's just us, whatever. It could be something you do together. You can even do it at home and whatever now. You don't have to go to an office. They send you the kit, you do the thing, you put it in the mailbox, bada bing, bada boom, you get your results on your phone. It is that easy. Yes, it is. And if they're too much of a wuss, I can't poke my finger for you, then you can't touch me. But just be careful, even if they don't have a physical STD, when you sleep with someone, their demons are welcomed into your body. So they could have a walking sexual transmitted spiritual disease. So if you feel really crappy after sleeping with someone, make sure that you're going, and cleansing yourself. If you want options on how to do that, just leave me a comment. So, yeah, somebody needed to hear that. Do not sleep with someone unless they will prove to you they are clean. I do not care. If they don't love you enough to show you that you are safe sexually, then they don't love you enough to stay faithful either, sweet pea. Okay? And remember, you can get STDs from kissing. If they have you just need to be very careful. Okay? Just somebody, maybe you're really promiscuous, be very careful. Or for this person, their person might be really promiscuous and they have an STD and they don't even know it. Get the test in the mail. It's free. Literally. Free. And it's discreet. Nobody even knows. So if you're worried it's embarrassing, don't be worried, because you need a test. All right? All right. So let's go into my lightness deck and see what kind of light your person still has in their world in this relationship. Show me the lightness, please. Show me the lightness. Okay. The one on the bottom, this person works hard for all they have. They are a very hard worker. This person is a hard worker. They're a good provider. That's why this person holds on to them. Maybe they make the money. They're like, give me money, go to work, give me money, go to work, give me money, go to work. Some spouses only care about money. Let me say that again, because some people don't hear me. Some spouses only care about money. Let's say you're an alcoholic, or you have all these issues, and you and your person don't get along, but they stay with you because they know that someday you're going to die. Maybe you have a big life insurance policy. Maybe you have a pension. This person's person stays with them because when your person dies, they stand to benefit. Sorry, I know that's harsh, but don't shoot the messenger, okay? Flourish. This person has the ability to grow something out of nothing. Yeah, so this person is attracted to your person because not only are they a hard worker, they're a good provider, and they're easily manipulated. I'm hearing easily manipulated, easily gaslit. All I have to do is say, no, I didn't, babe. You're remembering that wrong. Really? Well, then tell me how it went. Boom! It went how you remember it went, sweetie. You just don't want to believe that because you choose. I'll choose her story because it sounds better. But the story you actually think happened did. All right, highway. This person loves to travel, take road trips, and be outside. So this person, your person loves to travel or, be outside. So this person, when they do something wrong, they might use that as a love bomb. Like, oh, hey, babe, I know we had that big fight, but guess what? I booked you hiking. I booked you skydiving. I made us this road trip. Oh, look, I got us tickets for China. Oh my God, we're going to Disney. I got us tickets for Disney and Universal for us and the kids. Because I want to go to Disney. We're going to have such a good time. They like to use the kids. We've seen they use the kids. So if it isn't, oh, I booked this for you because daddy is happy when she books him this, they aren't even using the card of I did this for you. It's, look what I got for the kids. Oh my God, are you really gonna ruin this for the kids? Jesus, husband, are you gonna ruin this for the kids? You are such a disgrace. You do not even belong near me. Like, you are so lucky that I even give you the time of day, because nobody would want you but me. You're just so difficult. You're so sensitive. You're such a loser. You're a wuss. Blah, blah, blasey, blah day. It's shit. Excuse me, YouTube. It's poo coming out of the mouth. It's just poo. And why do they do it? Because devaluing this person keeps them controllable. How did Epstein control his, not the victims? I mean, yes, he controlled the victims too. But how did he control the people who slept with the victims? Because he kept the blackmail. I bet you the rest of those Epstein files has a lot of videos that literally is going to put so many people in prison that nobody wants to release it. Wonder why. They don't want to go to prison. They don't want everyone to find out their secrets. I mean, it's already bad. And people are kind of like, how much worse can it get? Probably a lot worse. I don't even think that Epstein is the tip of the iceberg, honestly. I think here's the mountain. Here's Diddy. Here's Epstein. The tip, it's in Israel. Yes. And it's all connected through the whole world. Isn't that sick? Oh, don't shoot the messenger, though. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Remission. This person is powerful. They have overcome addiction. Okay, so if your person is overcoming the addiction, your person is learning how to take their power back. Your person is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And another thing, they are attracted to this person's power, but they want them to believe they are powerless, they are a loser. They want to dethrone them. They want to emasculate them. They want them thinking they are the bottom of the food chain. I mean, this person could be like the head of a company, the head of something, someone really important in their field, but this karmic, they make them feel like they make them feel, I can't even find the words right now. Kind words. I'm noticing kind words on my wall. Break your limits. They make them feel like they can't break their limits. They can't break through the walls. They can't do it because this person keeps them so low that even though they're this big guy or big girl in this company, they feel like nobody would want me but you, because you point out all of my flaws and I agree with you and I believe that I deserve this and I believe that I'm stuck. And maybe this person knows what a gem they are. Maybe they actually see the diamond they are, but they just don't know how to leave without the children. If they're a good person, if they're the children's shield, then they don't know how to leave without the children. They need to talk to someone who's been through it and learn how to leave with the children. Which I know, difficult. But that's the way it is. Forever. This person is forgiving. They are in it for the long haul. So this person is also a person that believes, if they're married, take it how it resonates. I can give you the puzzle pieces. Y'all have to put them where they go. Take only the puzzle pieces that you know are for you. All right? All right. That's why we say discretion is your best friend. This is a public reading, not a personal reading. You want a personal reading, you're going to have to go to my Etsy and book a reading. All right? And my prices are about to go up, just so everyone knows. So, This person is one of those people that I only marry once. I'm too stubborn to admit I was wrong. What will people think? Who cares? You're stuck in a marriage where you feel like you're in hell. Who cares what they think when they say, well, blah, 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 blah. Why did you blah, 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 blah? What happened there? That person was a narcissist, a liar. They put on a huge act. Yeah, you guys thought they were so great because they put on a huge act. But guess what? They weren't great. They never were. That's an act. And you just say, I left them to have my peace. But what will God think? God doesn't allow divorces. Okay. Except for that's not true, because when God wanted to change something, he would bring someone to this planet that would make changes. God didn't like slavery. Boom! Abraham Lincoln was born and he ended slavery. That was his mission. That was his whole purpose of being in this world. So whoever invented divorces, guess what? God sent them down here and said, enough. People are not going to be locked into marriages anymore. They get to have the key to leave if they want to, because what God gave humans is free will. You have free will. God wants you to honor and love your spouse, yes. But he also wants you to honor and love yourself. And if your spouse is broken, if your spouse is a demon, if your spouse has no soul, or even if they do, guess what? God says you're not stuck there. I sent so-and-so down to earth to create divorce for those people. And I don't want to watch you be hurt. Hello, hello, hello. What's next? I mean, are you going to stay here forever just because you made a vow? Was your vow honored by God? Did you know some children actually, like as children, they were in love and they did these pretend weddings under the stars, you know, and did all the things like they were getting married and literally bound their soul to another person, even though it wasn't legal. God's still seen it. It was still binding. So any marriage that happened after that universe wedding as children, guess what? It didn't count as your actual spouse because God saw you marry this other person. The other stuff was just earthly paperwork. You already signed a contract in blood. Soul contract trumps. Literally, it trumps over. I freaking hate that word now, by the way. Soul contracts trump earthly. Okay. I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody did. What else? Okay. So now I'm going to go into my tarot deck. And if you want to get any of my decks, they're on my Etsy store. I do offer free shipping, but it is from our makers overseas. Let's see. Last stand, learning from past mistakes, ongoing battle. So this person is still battling, still believing that they have to be stuck here for whatever reason they feel that they are stuck here for. But they are starting to learn from their past mistakes. They might be learning that this person is not going to change, that they really are not the problem, that this person is actually the problem. Yeah, look, shattered dreams, devastated. They're realizing this person is never going to change. That's where they're at in their journey right now. They are realizing this spouse is never going to change. And it's not where they belong. They're realizing their worth. They're realizing they deserve better than to be treated this way. Anything else? That's good. You want them to. Yeah, see? Queen of Wands, passionate, independent, magnetic. Notice how she protects the seahorses or unicorns. See how she protects the creatures. She stands in front of them with her weapon ready to attack. Yeah, your person is on guard. They really stay for the children. That's it. Like, they're literally staying for the children. Let's see how your person feels about you. How does this person feel about the person watching the video? How does this person feel about the person watching this video? How does this person feel about the person watching this video? How does this person feel? Use your head, speak out ideas. They want to contact you. They want to tell you what's going on with them. Yeah, this person totally wants to contact you. They want to speak out to you. Let's see what they want to say, if they could say anything without this karmic person in the way. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Mystic Moon deck, Divine Masculine Revelations. If you guys have not checked out Mystic Moon, she is such a great reader. I love her. She even uses my deck sometimes, which is such a wonderful thing. I love when she does that. All right, Spirit, give us a message. What would this masculine like to say if the fear wasn't in the way? To the person watching the video. What would our masculine like to say to the collective? Okay, we got quite a few. One of a kind. No other can compare to you. No one compares to you. So this person, if they didn't have this person in the way, they would call you and they would say, no one compares to you. No one ever did compare to you. You are one of a kind. Maybe you were apart from this person a while, and they have searched high and low, and they literally, nobody compares to you. They haven't found you in anybody else. And I mean, that's because there's only one you. You can't really find somebody in somebody else. Some people, you realize they don't have a type, they have a person. This person has to remind me of this person in order for me to be attracted to them, even a little. Because they don't have a type. They have a person. Some people have a type, but some people have a person. And they want that person to remind them of this person because they're actually in love with that person and, you know, not this person. Love is an open door, I'm hearing. Love is an open door from Frozen. Okay, subconscious. You've been in my dreams. This person dreams about you and your one-of-a-kindness. I'm hearing that you're like the kindest person they've ever met. Apprehensive, don't know if I'm cut out for this. But they don't know if you're really this kind or if you're putting on an act because this other person puts on an act. So they're kind of at the point where they're like, maybe everybody does that. Maybe it's a everybody thing. Maybe this is normal. Maybe this person didn't have a lot of, like they didn't see a lot of good relationships. Maybe they grew up seeing fighting, so they believe that that's how it should be. Yeah, they want to believe that you are as great as you are in their dreams, but they're apprehensive because they're just not sure if you're putting on an act too. They have their walls up, for sure. And that's why they don't talk to you. Because they just haven't figured out what they want to say, I guess. And on the bottom of the deck it says goals. I'm worried. Oh, I'm sorry. They might be worried, actually. Goals. I'm working towards a better future. So they're working on becoming a better person. Maybe they're working on figuring out how to get away from this karmic. they're working on it. They want you to know they're working on it. They are working on it. So let's see how you feel about them. How does the Divine Collective feel about this person? Because maybe, you know, it's not even the person they're thinking of. Okay. I'm pulling these. Wow. Okay, so you have King of Wands, controlling, protective, leader. You see them as an amazing person, a hero, a leader, a good guy. And this was in reverse and it flipped over. So you see them as the world. You see them as your everything. You see them as if you have this person, you see them as you won the lottery. I'm hearing that song, I Won the Lottery. So you see them as you won the lottery. All right, let's get a message from them. Oh, this one wanted to fly out. New beginnings, imaginative spark, accepting a challenge. You're like, I don't care. Like, if he gives me a shot, I will accept it. I will take the hard with the good because he's worth it, because he's like winning the lottery. He's a breath of fresh air, I'm hearing. He's perfect. He's just perfect. I hear you saying he's perfect. I mean, perfection is not a real thing, but to you, he's perfect for you. To you, he's winning the lottery. To you, he's this amazing person. To this person, they're waiting for him to die so they can get his money. Sad. Really sad. All right, let's get a conversation between the twins. And this is my deck. Okay. These ones popped out. This is my deck called What's Really Going Down in Connection Town, the Runner Edition. Anything else? Okay. And we can get a conversation with the Chaser Edition. Okay. So, let's see what we have. And the masculine or the runner says, I lied to you, collective, when I told you I didn't want you, that you were not important to me. I lied. And he's being tortured for it. See this? If you're interested in these cards, they are in my Etsy shop. They're so worth the wait. They are so beautiful, really. Okay, so I lied to you, and she says in return, do you think it's easy being the one that got left behind? You went off to do your own thing without any thoughts about me. She was shattered when he left, heartbroken. Let's get one from the masculine. I know you are the light at the end of the tunnel. The breath of fresh air. Did I not say the breath of fresh air already? Wow. All right, the breath of fresh air after drowning. So he knows that you're the one. He knows. You're the breath of fresh air at the end of the tunnel. He just doesn't know how to leave. He's still stuck. And we already had that he dreams of you. He definitely does. And you do too. Okay. So you're the breath of fresh air. She says, do you hear me when I whisper in your ears telepathically? Are you getting my messages from our dreams? And notice there's a whispering in the ear. I'm hearing that song. Do you hear me? It might be like, Daddy, do you hear me? Calling to you? Something like that. I don't know what this song is that I'm picking up, but if you do, definitely leave it in the comments. And let's get the last one from him. If it's meant to be, our love will find a way. So he's not saying no. He's saying if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be, it'll be, baby, let it be. So meant to be is a good song to listen to too. What's meant for us can't be held from us. In time, we will see each other again. Love. And I'm hearing again, love is an open door. So look at those different songs and see what messages you have in there. He's trying to open the door. In dreamland, you were there. I felt you. I wake up and I feel like an angel that was forced apart from its wings. I feel the missing ingredient. I feel the empty space where you should be. Notice how her wings have been ripped off. I'm kind of getting Maleficent. Remember how he stole her wings in order to get money? Maybe this person feels like they were your sacrifice in order for you to run off and go chase money. Yep. That's how they feel about it anyway. So even though we've already gotten a bunch of songs, let's see, what song would your person, what song would they want to dedicate to you? If they were to dedicate a song to you. What is your dedication, please, masculine? Raylan, insecure. So the masculine wants you to know, no, don't get insecure. No, he ain't into her. She's playing dirty, all flirty from across the room. You might think she's a 10, but she don't count to him. 'Cause girl, he's busy getting dizzy all around you. Don't waste a second guessing. So he wants you to know that this girl, it might look like she's the world to him, but she ain't got nothing on you. We already had that. And he's sorry for what he put you through. What I put you through, Connor Maynard. If you have children together, what I put you and our child through. So tell me I'm a waste of love. They feel like you're going to push them away because this other person said, you're not lovable. Nobody would love you but me. That's a lie. So tell me I'm a waste of love. Tell me I'm not enough. Say you hope I see the truth, that I won't find no one like you. Tell me you don't care no more, when you know I can't let go. Beat my heart all black and blue, 'cause it ain't half as bad as what I put you through. So they know, like, they are actually expecting you to punish them in some way. Like, I know that I did wrong. I know that I broke your limits. I know that I broke your heart. I know that I hurt you. And I understand what I put you through. This person, once they're out of this maze, might actually come to you and say, I'm sorry for what I put you through. I know I should have done X, Y, Z. I've loved you all along. And I want to spend the rest of my life making it up to you. This person wants to spend the rest of their life making it up to you. Yeah, and then one more. Someday. Someday by Lisa Stanfield. What did I do, my darling, that made you send me running? Told you to cast me down and throw me out. What can I tell you, honey, if I don't know what I've done? All I can hope is that you ask me to come back home. Someday I'm coming back, and it won't be long before you call me and tell me to come home. So we have, again, this person wants to talk to you. They want to come home. They still love you. Maybe they keep on telling themselves, someday I'll be there for you. Someday I'll go back. Someday. But someday never comes. They want it someday. But someday never comes. And, you don't need to put your life on hold because you don't want to be sitting there the rest of your life waiting for his someday. And maybe he feels like you pushed him away. Maybe did you break up with him? Did somebody tell him you broke up with him? Maybe it was a big misunderstanding that you both don't even know the story to because you haven't talked about it. There's something to talk about here. Someday they're going to call. Someday they're going to talk to you. But is that someday going to be when you're old and dead? I'm actually picking up that thing from Facebook, you know, where the girl is sitting on the bench just waiting, not listening to her intuition, just waiting there, you know, telling everyone, no, you're wrong. He's coming back someday. I refuse to see that he hasn't returned for a reason. I refuse it. Someday he's coming back. Someday. So in this meme, she's a skeleton, and she said, I'm waiting for my long lost love. And she's a skeleton and been dead for years. So just don't put your life on hold. Stop pretending you don't hear that he hasn't come back yet. You can hear it, you can feel it, you can see it. Stop saying and making excuses for him. If someday comes, yes, make a wish, say to God, if it's meant for me, let it be. But if it's not, release it from my heart. I don't want it anymore. I'm tired of pretending I don't see it. The fact that he didn't want to be here, or maybe he doesn't, maybe he heard it wrong. For somebody else might have literally broke up with this person for you and you don't even know. You didn't hear it, you didn't speak it, you didn't see it. But somebody did. Maybe somebody pushed away this person because it said, why would you hurt me this way? Why would you take that from me? But it's all a misunderstanding. You just don't understand because you haven't heard the other person's story. So when you guys do finally speak, y'all need to have a really long talk about everything. Absolutely everything. And it might be hard, and it might be painful, and it might be like, I'm so sorry for what I put you through, or what you felt like you were going through. Or you can wait until they're dead and gone. You can wait forever, but forever won't wait for you. You can say someday, but someday will come and go and come and go and come and go, and still you don't jump. You don't take the plunge. You don't pick up the phone. You don't make the call. You don't send the friend's request. Whatever it is, he is afraid to jump. Because maybe he still thinks that you don't want him. You pushed me away. You don't want me. Let's look into it some more. What deck should I use, Spirit? Tell me. Yes, we're going to go into some more Mystic Moon. This is actually her Midnight Oracle and Midnight Tarot. I mixed them. Okay, tell me more about this, please. Okay. We have Spirit Board, Ghosts, Mediumship, Communication. Again, they want communication. Goodbye. I'm hearing that song by Avril Lavigne. Goodbye, brown eyes. Goodbye, my love. I can't hide what has come. Maybe you have brown eyes. Maybe they have brown eyes. But I don't feel like you guys actually said goodbye. There was no goodbye. There was a someday I'm coming back, but someday never came, and goodbye was never said. 10 of Bones, comfortable nest. Magician, the Midas touch. Somebody else in the comfortable nest may have sent some sort of message to this person who was coming back someday, only to find that it wasn't even sent by this person. It was somebody else that was in the nest. I'm hearing the nest was tainted. The nest was tainted. The magician tainted the nest. Somebody did something and they got away with it. Somebody in the nest broke these two up, didn't even let them say goodbye, and tainted the nest. Take that however it resonates with you, okay, guys? Take it however it resonates with you. So there needs to be really strong communication. There needs to be what happened on your end. I want to hear your side of this story. They may hate each other for a lie. I know that's hard to say. But if this is your story, leave me a comment. Tell me about your situation, or, just say, hey, I watched it, whatever. Like, thanks for taking your time out of the day to watch this video. And if it gets enough views, then I'll probably come on again. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye.